Hello, welcome to Talking Fitchburg today. New host for this segment, pretty exciting. We're here today to talk about the bus rapid transit. We have Metro Transit's outreach specialist, Uriel, here today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
I'm excited. I'm a big fan of the show. I get to finally be here, so excited to talk about BRT with you.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's great to have a fan on the show.
Yeah.
Someone who watches. So you're here today to tell us about the upcoming rapid transit system. That's coming up really soon.
I know, next Sunday actually, the 22nd. So folks get ready. It's coming.
It has been a long time coming. It's excited to have it finally here. So
Yeah.
I guess catch us up to speed on, what the beginning of this is going to look like.
Yeah, so starting September 22nd, all those BRTs going to be officially online. So what that means is that Route A, where you've been seeing all that massive construction on Mineral Point, University, the East Washington area, those stations, folks will be able to board them and get on a big bendy bus that we've been seeing. And so we're pretty excited, yes, with BRT. We see this as a great investment with our city because obviously it's going to help with the growth that we're seeing, not just in Madison, but also in Middleton and Fitchburg. And, we're just excited to finally have this because it's been a long time. This idea has been around for, I'd say, a little bit over in a decade, and it's finally being realized. So, yeah, we're excited.
That's awesome. I've enjoyed watching the process from start to finish.
Yeah.
I live right off of the A line downtown in Madison.
Perfect. You got to try it out then.
Oh, I'm excited. I saw people doing some test runs the other week.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm ready to do my first run coming on Sunday, I suppose.
Yeah, next Sunday.
What will that look like for me if I want to ride the bus?
Yeah, so if you want to ride the bus right now, you'll have to either have two things. So either one, you'll have to get a fast fare card, which you can get through, if you look at our events page on Metro Transit or the public libraries, there'll be various events called Go by Metro where we're giving out fast fare cards. Not only that, but we're helping people set up accounts if they need assistance. We're giving them, approving their discounts. So that means like senior, you got to be over 65, youth, low income, and disability. And we're accepting any trade-in for old fare. So if anyone has unused passes, they can come in and say, hey, I have these 10 rides, can you put them in my account? And we'll do that for you. But they do, if you do have used ones, we tell people, just hold them until sometime in December and we'll be able to accept those. Or you can continue using them because other bus lines will accept them, such as like the C and D will continue accepting those. But if you have your fast fare card, you can just get on a bus and tap. Or at BRT stations, there'll be kiosks where you just stick your card in and you add any amount of cash you want, or you can always come to our administration office as well and add money to those cards.
Wow.
Yeah, and if folks, let's say they don't have a card, let's say they forgot a card, because that sometimes happens, slips our minds,
Oh, yeah.
So those kiosks also, at least if you're on a BRT station, you can add cash and you can buy one ride pass or a one-day pass.
Okay.
So there's that. And with that too, later this year, there'll be an app available as well. So if anyone just wants to use their phone, that's coming soon. I know there's been a lot of excitement about that app because let's say you don't want to carry a physical card. I get it. I have some stuff stored in my phone. So if folks want to, there'll be an app where they pop up a barcode pretty much and they just tap it on the new fare readers that we have at most of the doors and they'll be able to pretty much ride. And next year, actually, we'll have two more options. It's a bit of a rollout.
Sure.
We'll have people will be able to tap their credit or debit card, or they'll be able to do Google or Apple Pay.
Nice.
I
love
know,
some
right?
Google, Apple Pay.
I know. I've taken the CTA, the Chicago thing, and I've just used over Labor Day weekend. I was just using my Google Wallet
Nice.
to pay for everything, and it was so easy. Like it just put it up pretty much how you just put up your phone. It'll be like a barcode, and then it just takes it. It's that fast, which is exciting. Just like it's supposed to be, bus rapid. There you go. Yeah. People who have bikes, if you get on a platform and you got a bike, good news for you. No longer are there bike racks in front of the bus. With these new buses, they're all in the back of the entrance bus. So there's actual bike racks where folks can bring in a bike and strap it in, and you can fit up to 4 bikes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm a huge biker, so I would definitely be
Great.
using that.
No, yeah, it's a game changer, honestly. No more having to worry about, lifting that bike up in the front of the bus. I know that can be very intimidating, so
Nice.
So again, more space for the average rider.
I'm excited to see these new and improved buses. They look fun going around,
Yes.
the double kind of accordion
And
style.
they smell great.
They smell great?
The new bus smell. You can't be, people, I will say that is a lot what people say when they go in. It's like, oh, this smells great. And I'm like, yep, it's new. It's a new bus. So yeah. People are pretty excited. It's a lot more standing and sitting room.
Okay.
I'd say about 50% more. And again, you can sit in the middle of the bus too. So if you want to feel the turns with the accordion piece, you can, if you're not prone to motion sickness. If you get motion sick easily, I recommend do not do that because it might not be the most comfortable ride for you. But besides that, yeah, it's going to be, it's something great for someone who's never rode in a bus before. There will be people at least on launch, there may be people there to assist with that too at certain stations.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, how long are they going to be stopped at individual stops for? I mean, is it going to be a pretty fast process?
So it obviously will be there as long as we see, people getting on boarding. Our schedules aren't changing too much right away because obviously it's not operational. So we have to wait to see, that data to see how, people are actually coming in, how long does it take to go, from place to place. Because obviously, yes, our bus drivers are training right now, but they're training not with people inside the buses. So that's not going to give us the most accurate data that we need. So schedules will update, but as of now, they're just going to stay the same as is. And with those I'm sure maybe you've heard of this, but those bus red lanes, that'll help our buses move through traffic a lot easier because instead of blocking, statistically the left lane tends to be less traffic because on a right lane, that's where you see people park sometimes, or someone's, parked to do deliveries, or someone's getting off just to get off. No one gets off on the middle of the road, and that's the reason why you have stations in the middle. It works in a sort of like a train in a way, I guess you could say. So with those left lanes, we'll be able to move with traffic without disrupting anything. Car riders do not have to worry because a bus won't be in their way. They won't have to worry, the bus is on the right lane, gotta get over so I can pass it.
Yeah.
That's not going to be, because I know in Fitchburg, when the B is going, sometimes I see the bus stopped and there's cars behind it just waiting because they don't want to pass it because they're and with the left lane, they won't really have to worry about that because they're only designated for buses. Now, there are a good amount of left turn areas where it's dashed, so cars can come in and they'll have their own lane and the bus will have still their own lane and they'll be able to turn left still. So it just works like regular traffic. Obviously, when you see a solid line, don't get over because you can't get over. If it's dashed, just like regular traffic, that means you can get over and take your turn. So
I was a little nervous when things were being built about how that was going to work out. I knew it was center lane and whatnot, but as I've watched them paint the lines and come together, it makes so much sense.
And I get it. It's hard to see it right away because, again, we were in early construction, so a lot of people had a lot of confusion because of that. But now that pretty much, I'd say most of those left turn intersections are done, people are starting to visualize it and see more, and it's
excellent. Yeah, that's good to know. Definitely check out the website. And make sure that
yes, our website's a great tool. I will say there's a lot of information, but it's very helpful information. But now that BRT's coming so soon, if people need to know everything, just look at our website. We got things from fares to why we're investing in BRT, just videos in general to help train people know how to use certain things and whatnot. So again, our website's a great. It's mymetrobus.com. So for anyone wondering,
definitely, we want to make sure to plug that.
Yes.
While we're here, there is one more topic that I didn't ask you about, was with the new fare system, the introduction of fare capping.
Yes, so fare capping, it's a new kind of discount type of way. So it's, to break it down, so fare capping is a way where after you reach an amount of money in, let's say, a day or a week or a month, after that amount, all your rides are free. So, for example, for someone, let's say that on regular fare, so someone who doesn't get a discount and pays a regular fare of $2, within a month, if they reach 65 before the end of the month, after that $65, it's free rides
For the whole month.
for the whole month.
Wow.
In a day, I believe after $5 in a day, so that's like more than 3 bus rides, it's free. And after that.
Wow,
So
unlimited bus rides for the day.
It's
after
for
you pay.
someone who, so if someone's a very frequent bus rider, that's a good thing. And if you have reduced fare, it's even quicker than that. So like in a month,
Really?
if you hit $28 before the end of the month, it's free. Free
Wow.
rides, pretty much. Yep.
All right, it seems like a
Yeah.
really user-friendly,
Exactly.
user-forward kind of system.
And people don't need to manage it or anything. Those cards have the barcode. That's the reason they're barcode. They will know if, like, oh, you've already reached your limit. Like, oh, here's free rides, pretty much. Like, the user does not have to worry about setting anything up for that. It's all automatic, pretty much. You just have to make sure, if you want that, just add the amount that, obviously, if you're on reduced fare and you want that whole month discount thing, just add $28 and you're good to go, pretty much.
That's a smart way of doing it. Yeah.
Exactly. It's finally something that, someone who rides the bus can like benefit, because it is something that I see that will help riders. We all always want to save a bit of money, and I think that's a great thing that we're introducing is fare capping.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to the new BRT system. I know
Awesome.
we're kind of running out of time here. Is there anything else you want to add?
Let's see. Again, if anyone needs assistance about or has questions about BRT or just needs, to get their fast card, please look at our events page calendar, because that has all the information for all the dates that we have upcoming where you can get your fast card. And not only in English, but there'll also be Spanish assistance as well. So,
Okay.
yeah.
One last thing before we go.
Yeah.
The north-south line. Any updates on the north-south line?
Ooh, that's a couple years away.
Okay.
But so maybe in a year or so we'll have some updates. But as of now, nothing much. It's that concept that we have it. It's still going to be how we have. It's conceptually going to be. But as of now, there's not much. But I will say one thing. With the BRT happening right now, it'll probably go a lot, smoother with already having 25% of it done with that the B shares with the A. I will say one more thing before I forget. The F and the B, they will also actually get those bigger buses when BRT starts too. It's not going to be BRT, but since we get a lot of ridership on both routes, we want to make sure, those routes are less congested.
Sure.
We want our riders to be comfortable when they're riding. So, so look out for that. So any Fitchburg resident, you get to try the bendy bus starting September 22nd, and it's not even BRT. It's just a regular, I know, right?
All right, look forward to that, Fitchburg
exactly.
residents.
Big news.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Ariel.
Yeah, thank
you. Check out the website, everyone. And I hope to have you back on later on after the BRT is established.
I'd love to be back. Yeah, awesome.
Cool. Thank you.